Hello again, everyone. I am Gary Godsoe, and welcome to Velocity Online Racing's coverage of Round 1 of Season 2 of the Global IndyCar Challenge as we come to you today from Germany and the Nürburgring. Very long straight here. Green flag is out, and here we fan out, and there's that big fan out we're talking about as passing immediately can commence. Three wide for P2 down on the inside. Skid. Oh, we got contact between Lowell. Takes out two of the Altena Autosports cars. I think Liam might have made it through barely. Though Vazzi in P3 and Micah Mixer P4 and Julian Altena.
Yeah, Ramos was one of those involved in towards turn 2. It was on the exit of 1. Again, I mentioned the wideness of the front straight means you can get away with it going into the corner, but on the way out, unfortunately, you're likely to make contact. Again, you've got to make up the places early on while you still can. That's what Altena did as Silvassi attacked Sullivan in towards turn number 1. He lost momentum as he didn't make the move, and Altena went straight through. This, meantime, is down the inside from Soranzo and Jesper Orman, and that is straight through into 6th position.
He definitely loves his ovals, but his roadcraft is getting much better. In fact, the whole road racing squad, their roadcraft is getting much so in front of Dan Huisman, and I think he snapped off his front wing, but he is forgiven.
We'll see whether in reality he's gotten away with it when he starts getting into some high-speed turns again. Oh, that was another dive from Soranzo. That's 2 places in a matter of half a lap here, and Mixer is trying to win that place back again.
We'll take a look back here at the race start coming down to the quarter, and you kind of see it inside with Ramos bouncing off the curb, and not even netcode, just straight up contact, and sends F-Tink around across the nose of Law.
See whether, I mean, F-Tink, to be fair, is giving more than enough room. It's unlucky, really, more than anything.
I don't even think he knew that was coming. And a bit of a battle between Huisman and Mixer now as they are heading into 14, 15, and 16.
Huisman certainly looks quicker than Mixer in that 6th position, and he's right in the slipstream, doesn't even need any push to pass. Going to look down the inside normally and not quite make the move, and Gardner, meantime, catches up in behind. So, again, these trains are starting to form, although in the top 10, there are some gaps that are emerging between these top contenders.
And a little bit further back, that is Yachi and Charpentier for 12th and 13th. If you're looking for good setups, definitely want to check out P1 Docks. That's the sponsor of Luis Nunez, who undoubtedly has one of their in-house Nürburgring setups underneath his car right now, and he is out to a 5.7 second lead over 2nd place right now and continues to pull away. Check this replay coming up of Eli Sasek.
Down in towards turn 3, turning and braking at the same time. If you miss the apex like that and you're trying to bring it back to the apex again, then you can forget about it. That car's always going to turn around. He's been trying for laps now as Dan Huisman to try and get through on Mixer, finding it very, very difficult. And so, well, I'll try in an unorthodox place. And here it was. He got a very good exit out of the Dunlop hairpin down the bottom of the circuit over the Schumacher S. And he has looked down the inside here. And he just puts off Mixer. He tries to, as he gets back onto the racing line here, Mixer. Huisman sends it down the inside. And it doesn't quite work because Mixer gets on the push to pass, which maybe Dan Huisman should have done.
The General Howie's asking if I remember Zanardi in F1. I remember when Zanardi went back to F1, he didn't quite have the success he had in IndyCar when he, but his first, a big send by Vogelzang, and he clears him, but he had to really send that in the 1 and outbreak him. But I know Zanardi was in Formula 1 before he came to IndyCar, and he was just kind of a mid-pack guy. But I think he really kind of hit on lightning in a bottle in that momentary success when he went to Chip Ganassi Racing, when Chip Ganassi hit on what at that time was the combo to have for a car, a Renard chassis, Firestone tires, Honda engine. In a battle here between Sasek and Stock, and these two have followed each other from the get-go. They started next to each other on the grid. Going to take a shot on the outside, coming into 14 and 15. That Sasek now up 9 spots into 17th. Stock back to 18th, up 7 spots from where he started. Biggest gainer on the racetrack right now is Jamie Dory, up 12 spots, and John Christensen in 44 Nation, up 10 spots to currently 14th. And Luis Nunez, your leader on pit road.
Finally, we've got stops. Altena goes on again. The reigning champion has gone on again here. Approximately 18 laps, he told us. Well, that's for everybody else. For him, the normal rules don't apply. It's got to be this time, and Julian Altena is indeed into pit lane. Used a bit of push to pass on that in lap, though, and clearly wants to overcut a few people. It doesn't seem like it would help much, does it?
No.
Oh, dear, look at that.
Oh, what a crossover.
Well,
very aggressive
over
there, but it cost him in that next turn there.
And this is a replay of the pass that Volozan was able to make in the end. You're actually fully on the defensive here on a very wide pit straight where you could probably fit 4 IndyCars wide, although we rarely do. Outside of turn number 1, gives you the inside at 2, but watch this crossover in a second from Yassi, just on such a tight angle. Watch him go high through the first bit and now swoop low. There he goes, but too much on the gas and only just gathers it up. In fact, it looked less dramatic from the air.
This battle with Christensen. Oh, big twitch right in front of him. That's going to give him a shot. Fortunately, he's not going to have the preferred position as that's a Keeler. That pushes him all the way to the edge there. Wasn't giving him a lot of room.
And this is why everybody used the red stripe tyres, in my opinion, in the first part of this race. He's on the push to pass now, and he's going for it in towards turn number 1. He has to.
And this misidentified as Pimmitz Heitzema. He gets the spot here. He's got to go, though. He's got to go. He's decided to stay on the red tires. He's doing something that no one else is doing. Dory missing a left front wing plane. Oh, yeah, grabbing too much curb. And it's a glancing blow to the inside wall, but enough to snap off that wing.
The Mercedes Arena, rather, the first section. And again, I can't remember who it was, but somebody else had a very similar spin to that earlier on in the race at turn 3. Again, if you just miss your turning point there, you can't really bring it back, although you will try to.
Misses the apex altogether. No. And that's like, okay, I'm retired. Look, it's a holiday weekend for me. I got too much going on. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that does look a bit like that, doesn't it?
And they pull out the fuel probe. Sometimes they spray a little water on there to dilute the fuel so it doesn't catch on fire. And away he goes for his final stop. It does turn the lead over to Julian for a little bit. And a little bit more lead time for the admin and the boss man of Altena Autosport as we got a car off into turn 1. Car didn't want to turn.
Well, he did brake quite late. He was asking quite a lot of it, to be fair. He broke quite late.
Ooh, Gavin Gardner bouncing over the curb.
From on board here, it's almost like he sort of guessed he was going to have a bit of opposite lock, a slide that needed saving.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, a little twitch right at braking. Mixer and Heisman also have black flag. I think Micah Mixer might have just decided to retire. Oh, we got contact.
That was Haasman coming in the inside there of Mixer. And you can see him desperate to get through. He has been for all of this race. But it's just not, it doesn't mean you can try and force it. And unfortunately, especially under the racing rules
force
of this
right
league,
there.
that is brute force. And that will probably be a penalty along with the black flag. It's a long way back he's run from there, isn't it? A long, long way back.
Once again, if you're just joining us, you are watching Velocity Online Racing's coverage of round 1 of 6 of season 2 of the Global IndyCar Challenge Championship, coming to you from Nürburgring, where Luis Nunez has pretty much dominated this day. Outside of a handful of laps he has not led, he has done everything. But take the checkered flag, which we are only 7 laps away from. He currently leads. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. The next race for the GIC will be here on Wednesday, December 10th from the world's greatest race course, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where the teams and drivers will take on the famed oval for 400 miles. Coverage starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on the 10th, right here on the Velocity Online Racing channel, so you don't want to miss it for the Indy 400, a more proper Brickyard 400 in my opinion.
Going to be a proper race, that one. Jesper Roman, though, meantime.
On pit road. Now it's a black flag, and oof. Oh, a car off into the right behind those two. I'm not sure who that was. Day gone bad is gone worse.
See how it happened on replay. Oh,
whoa! That's your closing rate of an IndyCar, even on slow motion.
Yeah, that was quite a closing rate there. Going to be a fair battle between the two of them, though Van Gestel is pulling out the way, and so is Heitzmer, who didn't try and take advantage there of the fact that
now he's going to take advantage.
he didn't do it immediately, which is quite nice of him actually, because
that was
Van Gestel
actually
pulled out the way quite
yeah.
early. But yeah, he did try and take advantage straight away afterwards. Here comes Heitzmer on Van Gestel. They're both on the push to pass, and again on the outside line here. In towards the final chicane, although he'd put Van Gestel off, and Heitzmer's going to get to the inside for the final turn. He can't get through though, not before the front straight. He's going to be back on the push pass. Van Gestel is even. He has absolutely dominated this race and pretty much led every lap bar in the pit strategy, and fully deserves every single point he's going to get for this race this afternoon.
Looking for an IndyCar setup for your car, for your IR18, go to P1 Docs, because apparently I would imagine they have something pretty fast for this race course as he goes through the chicane for the last time, and the final corner. Getting win number 1 of this season is your Velocity Online Racing Season 14 champion, Luis Nunez, with the win here in Germany, and the purple lap at the end. There you go. So he gets it back. Liam O'Sullivan still needing to hold off Julian, and I think he's going to do it. Julian falling back about 3 seconds abreast behind him, and now he comes across the start-finish line with a bit of the O'Sullivan weave coming to the checkered flag, and Altena fights home in third. And with a pretty dominant 21-second margin of victory, Luis Nunez gets the win over Liam O'Sullivan. Julian Altena comes home in third. Salvazzi fourth. Soranzo, good race for him in fifth. Vogelzang in sixth. Charles in seventh. Gardner in eighth. Your top 8 all on the lead lap. We got Heisman, who's had a bit. We saw some of his adventures today. He comes home in ninth after all that and still gets a top 10 1 lap down. And Pim van Gestelveld quietly comes home in the 10th position. Moving to the next page, we got Hatsuma, Umut, Charpentier, Sissek, Healers, Fiolis, Rice, Carroll, Lineker, and Vince, your top 20. And then moving on to the last page, we got Micah Mixer, Nigel Stock, Jesper Orman, Dory, Lal, Christensen. Lal got some spots back after that first turn one incident, excuse me. Longbean, and then Eftink and Ramos rounding out 28th and 29th in this 29-car field, mainly down to their first turn incidents that ended their days very, very early.